Hi everybody, my name is Alexis Steptoe with Wellness and Recreation. I'm a wellness coordinator here focusing on wellness coaching, and this is a service that we offer to both students and employees and is a great way to look at what things you want to get out of life and align your goals with your personal values. But today I want to be talking with you all a little bit about how we can set up our systems for success. And by that we mean how can we make sure that the goal is attainable and that you have all the things that you need to check in on the goal and make sure that you are making progress. So, when we typically set goals, we have, anywhere ranging from ideas of, I want to get all A's this semester, I want to be healthier, I want to get 8 hours of sleep every night. And when you think of those things, the list can go on and on and on. So now I want you all to think back to a goal that you recently set or have set in the past, let's say 3 months. Now when you think of that goal, try to identify where you might have fallen short. Often we might set lofty goals and expect to achieve them with an all or nothing attitude. We're all in or we're all out. So what can we do to help ourselves get those straight A's or to lead a healthier lifestyle or to get those 8 hours of sleep every night? If we can try switching to setting up a system for your goals, we might be more likely to make those things happen. And so systems are the processes that you run through that make the goal happen. And so while a goal is an overarching direction, a big umbrella, there are processes that go into how we make the goal happen. And we tend to compare ourselves looking at the process of winners and those who presumably fail. And we think, gosh, I want to be like those winners. But systems are the stepping stones to reaching our goals, how we can take those small steps to reaching our goals. And then the implementation of continuous small improvements really does lead to long-term success when we're talking about goals. For example, pretend you're a coach of a professional football team. Your goal is to win. That is your number one goal. And you want to win the Super Bowl. That's like the mountaintop there. So systems play into how teams win those Super Bowls. So you'll recruit the best players that you can. You'll want to get on the same page as your assistant coaches. And you'll have a game plan for practices that help you win those games, those shorter term games on the way to the Super Bowl. Now, say you achieve that goal of winning the Super Bowl. That changes your life for the moment. But if you went back to your old ways after achieving the goal, now you're back to square one, since you didn't change the system behind it. And so when we look at the problems that we're working on or those health goals that we're working on, it's important to think about the system that goes into them. When we look at those at a systematic level, it's a temporary fix. It can be a temporary fix. You might slap a Band-Aid on it and say, okay, yep, I prioritize eating healthfully this week. We're good to go. But you're not considering all of the processes that go into those times where maybe we are in quarantine and we have less access to food, or maybe there are times where we're traveling home for holidays. And so these systems are applicable to any goal that you have in your life. You can create a strategy or a system around those goals. And if you want to eat healthier, your system could look like incorporating fruits and vegetables into more meals. So paying attention to your serving sizes, swapping out things like vegetable oil for olive oil, or finding alternatives to some of your favorite foods. Those systems are small steps, really small steps to take in eating healthier, and it allows you to feel a sense of accomplishment that you've done one thing that gets you closer to that eating healthy goal. These systems are small steps, but will ultimately help you learn to love the process of getting in tune with yourself, of setting goals, and then thinking about how is it going to work for me, because it might work for somebody else. We want to know, how is it going to work for me? So try the systems method. Think about what things that you can implement to help make these things easier for you. If you want to move your body more, maybe try tuning into WellRec at Home. We have tons of videos that are on demand and also live workouts. But when you think of that system of, okay, I'm going to work out more, well, We want to have our workout clothes somewhere close by. We want to build it into our schedule. We want to go ahead and look at the class descriptions and know which ones that we're going to. And then ultimately, you want to have a place to keep that yourself accountable. Keep that goal somewhere. Keep it where you can look back, where you can reference and say, this is the system that I set up for myself. System worked great. Awesome. Keep doing that thing. Oh, there was a little area here where it didn't go so well. Look into that. Reevaluate that part of the system, and ultimately that will get you to your next level. So this is Alexis Steptoe again with Wellness and Recreation on setting up your systems for success. And if you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me. I'll leave my information on the page somewhere. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Again, Alexis Steptoe with Wellness and Recreation. Hope you have a great day.